My second topic with you, let's move on. Relationships. You know, who cares? This is a really, really big one. Who cares? Because do you think it's scary how Singaporeans are not as worried about relationships, which is family, friends, husband, wives, in itself, and their social life as compared to practicalities of life, such as cost of living, healthcare, jobs. They somehow put that higher in the ranking of living, rather than having a relationship with someone, being able to make love, make babies. They don't seem to put that very high in their life ranking. Steve, help us out on this one, brother. Come on.
Okay, if you look at it positively, at least it shows that our young people are a pragmatic lot. They want to have a certain level of sustenance before they talk about getting married and settling down. Of course, it depends on life stages, right? I remember when I was younger, similarly, I think career pursuits were the topmost. And in a sense, I think the survey results sort of reflect that. But it is a dipstick survey, and I would be very, very worried if most of our young people, if not all of them, don't actually think of settling down, having children and so on, or just having a bigger car or a bigger house. If you ask me personally, I didn't always think like that. When I started, when I was young, my family wasn't very well off. My dad was a technician, my mom was a nurse. So we, 5 of us, 3 siblings, plus my dad and mom, we survived on very little. And I think life was not at all sad, and we didn't move around in self-misery. I think it is important that you stay positive and think positive. Why? Because at least in Singapore, I think life will always be better. Right. So I think the key thing is not to live your life thinking that, I must always be better than the next guy out there, because you will never get there.
Till death do us part. Not. Now, many young people find that commitment is an issue to them when it comes to volunteer work. I just have to say very quickly at this point of time, you yourself are a great volunteer of time. I'm just going to say to everybody, he actually told me a story that he went to visit somebody in hospital just now, 33 years old, who had a heart attack. Now, for someone like you, who has found the time to volunteer your time, yourself actually, to being able to move around, to go and visit, to lend a helping hand, the youngsters today don't seem to be able to be very interested in this. How do you feel about this? And what is it that you can advise the young people of today in managing their time better, so that other people could feel the love, could feel the care and concern of another?
On a personal count, I think that first off, I will have to qualify myself to say that I'm not the authority to give young people advice and so on, because I think each of us, we have our own individual pursuits, our passions in life, so we are all programmed differently. But for me, what counts the most is that I have the good fortune of a lot of role models, a lot of people I work with, youth activists, some of them very much younger than I am, who actually spend a lot of their time doing things that do not benefit themselves. It's for the greater good. So I think this is, to me, they serve as inspiration, because at a very, very young age, they have already realized what is self-actualization. Many of us have this conception or misconception that young people are all about fun, about just partying, eating, drinking, some hedonistic style stuff, right? But I personally disagree that the young people that I've met with and collaborated with, many of them have their hearts in the right place, and they put their skill sets to good use. And I think in young NTUC, many of us, whether you work full-time or you are a volunteer activist, we are charged by the fact that every day, be it at work or when you are putting together a program, you know that you are benefiting someone, you are affecting people in a positive way, sometimes small ways, sometimes bigger ways, but because of this, someone's life gets a little better. So I think that is something that we're very proud of. You can't say that for every profession, but you can definitely say that when you work in Young NTUC.
When I look into the mirror, what do I see?
I see a youth activist. I see someone who is trying to get our youth, to galvanize them to do something positive and constructive for Singapore. But the most important thing is this. I recently had the good fortune of meeting Mr. Mo Ibrahim, one of the lead activists in Africa, and he shared this with us. The best kind of aid is the kind that removes the need for aid. So I think that is very, very true. So wherever we go, I think as long as each of us are able to do in our personal capacity, that little more to make the lives of someone better, I think we would have become a better country, a better society.
No doubt, Steve. I'm very, very happy to have known you. I'm glad of your existence. I'm glad you're Singaporean. So, ladies and gentlemen, our very own Steve, Young NTUC. This is how we roll. This is how we do things. Steve, once again, thank you very much for being here. Thank you very much for doing this interview.
Thank you very much. Pleasure's all mine. Thank you.
Nice. Check this out, everybody. For more info on our survey, do go to our Young NTUC Facebook page. Steve, do us this favor. Show us where to go. Right there. Thanks, man. He cool.